Hey guys, so Valhaven here, and we're on our questing series, and today we are going to start on the Path of Love quest. Ooh. And we are in Ardoris, which is down at the very bottom of the map. It is the Torn City, kind of. So Ardoris is right here, and it actually consists of two main sides of a city. You have the side of mountain and side of wind, I believe. And we are about to head into here. I'm in the Ardoris entryway to the main entrance. And we are going to go ahead and start the quest of love. There are a couple key important, super important things I want to point out about this quest that can really help you. So when you first come in, Ardoris is a huge city. I've shown it a couple of times in other videos for trainers, and I've pointed this out as well. It's a little different now. But you want to look for these boatman signs. These are going to make this quest 10 times easier for you, I promise. So if you come in from the main entrance and just head slightly right, the first boat ferry is down here. And it's going to be this little tiny boat right here. These boats are scattered across the entire city, and they allow for fast travel through Ardoris. So if you go ahead and click on the Ardoris ferry, it shows you the different places you are able to go with these boats. Now, a lot of what we're going to be doing is going to be Gondola Station, Wind Palace, and Gondola Station, Mountain Palace. Those are the main two palaces. Now, the Mountain Palace belongs to the king, and the Wind Palace belongs to the queen. They're having some marital issues that we're going to unfortunately be part of along this quest, but we're going to first go to the Mountain Palace because we need to talk with the king. He thinks something weird's going on, and we have to go to discuss it with him. So we start out on the bridge, head to the gate. So this is Saranto. He is the king of Ardoris, and we're going to talk to him. And we get the quest, speak with Pintar. So from here we have to speak with Pintar. And spoiler alert, that is the minister we passed. I talked to him first though, because I think you can actually start the quest with Pintar, but I like getting as much XP as possible. I don't know about you guys. So yeah, here we are, Sparkly Hand Minister. Oh, you? No. So we need to find a spirit talker, and we have to go to this inn. Spirit talkers are the ones that can talk with the dead. There are a couple on the Isle of Eternal Dawn. Their names were Samuel and Cardin, if I remember correctly. Alright, so now we have to go to the inn. Goodbye. And so we're going to go ahead and leave the palace. Alright, so once we get to about here, this is something a really awesome player taught me, is that you can get to another ferry right here, which is going to seriously decrease your running. And the water, if you land into the water, you won't take fall damage. So we're just going to splash and head on over to the ferry. So we need to go to the pub. And the pub slash tavern slash inn is in the square. So now we're going to go to Sequana Square. Alright, and then once we come in, we see our little boat here. So we can actually go ahead and get on this boat again from here if need be. But we need to go to the pub, which I believe is Just kidding. It's not even a pub, it's an inn. I just gotta remember where it is. That's not it either. Aha! Bed. Inn. Here we are. Okay, so if we get off the boat over here, this is where we land. We're by this little sign. We're gonna look left, run past the trees. It's gonna be another quest right there. And then we need to talk to either of these tavern patrons. One is Samuel, and one is Carden. Alright, so we need a Keystone to Necropolis to be able to get in. So we have to go speak with Ming Liang Tan. Sorry if I butchered that. Alright, so we're gonna go find his office. Now his is pretty easy to find because it has giant green razor, I don't know if you know razor products, but that's what they look like, banners on it. So we're coming from the inn and it's literally just right across the way. But it is these green snake ones. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna talk to the official. Keystone? Keystone? Aha! Ah, the Keystone to Necropolis. Our meeting is indeed auspicious. I do know the location of such a thing. It is well hidden, of course, as is required of such things of beauty. Since you are an avatar, I of course trust your mission is important, and am willing to loan it to you so that you may enter the city of the dead. Okay, so we type in Keystone, and we get the Keystone from this green fancy gentleman here. And now we need to discover what drives Saranto and Kasi. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. He stated that I would first need to discover how to reconcile Lord Saranto and Lady Kasi. So he's willing to let us borrow it, but he wants us to try and have the king and queen make up. And currently the king he thinks that the queen is up to conspiracy. And we haven't talked to the queen yet. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the king first. And we went to the ferry and we clicked on the mountain bridge. So let's go ahead and ask him about his wife. I think that's a good place to start. So essentially he thinks that his wife set him up and then bribed people to turn on him, so there's peace for her half of the kingdom and not his. Well, that's rough. So we're gonna have to go ask Ming Ling Ten about that. FYI, if you have a death wish, you can always just jump off. It's a bad time, I promise. I've died multiple times jumping off there. Not necessarily intentional, but sometimes intentional. So now we're gonna go talk to his wife. So now we are going to go to the Wind Palace Bridge, which is where Casey lives. Kasai. I'm so bad with names. so here's Cassie. What about your husband? No doubt you have heard plenty of my husband's lies, told to the easily persuaded. Min Liang Tan knows the truth of it. Well, apparently you both think he knows the truth of it. Find him on the Isle of Eternal Dawn and ask him about the Emperor's right, so that you may know which of us speaks the truth. We'll come back to that. First, let's go find Demai. She said that she's in here. So, let's go find her, and maybe once we talk to her, she'll open up about it. Advisor. Okay. Where is Demai? Demai? Dama? I don't know how to pronounce things. This must be her. Aha! One palace to win, friend. I am Mother Peace. Okay, so how do we stop the undead? The undead without peace, without rest, and will not stop until only a spirit talker can help you listen to what cannot be heard. Alright, so that covered that. So we know where to find him. So we have a lot of talking to do with Min. Let's go back to him, which means we're going to leave here and go back to Sequana Square. Okay, so now we've come back to Min's house, and I'm guessing he's sleeping. Does he teach a class? Isn't that weird? Oh, hey, just the person I was looking for. I know who you are. I did? I need to know about a ring? And then we also need to ask you about... Right. So, he's saying one or the other are lying. I don't know which is true, even though they both said he does know which is true. He's shady. I don't like him. And he's pinning it on each other. So I feel like he's an instigator. So in the Tower of the Shuttered Eye, there's a device that will show you which of them is being truthful. You must come on the night of the new moon, when the powers of the device are at their fullest. Then I can help you. It's just east of the city. We have to figure out which of them is lying and which one's telling the truth before he'll even give us the eye, so that we can get a spirit talker, so that we can go to the Necropolis. So now we have to go to the town of the Shuttered Eye. And he said it was... I'm to meet him at the Tower of the Shuttered Eye on the night of the new moon. It is a waning crescent moon right now. That is very unfortunate. But we will go ahead and head over there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hop on this boat. And we are going to go to North Bridge. So that is actually the boat we came in on when we just ran to the right a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is the same one, and it's right next to an exit. We're gonna go ahead and leave our Doris and look for this creepy spooky tower that we have to go to after we run through the siege, of course. Okay, so just looking around, I see a kind of spooky tower over there. So I'm gonna check that first, because I'm guessing that's where it is. Night of a new moon. A night of a new moon. Convenient. Alright. So now we need to find Min. It doesn't show him anywhere on here, so. There are plenty of things that want to kill us in here, so just be careful. This green stuff is poison, so it'll do dot damage to you. The purple stuff is mesmerize, so it'll make you walk funny. Oh, look, a big giant green tarp. Something tells me that's where I need to go. But yeah, the purple stuff, it causes a debuff on you, at which your keys will switch. So your forward key will no longer be walking forward. It'll be like walking sideways or walking backward. Alright, so here, this is a tier 4 adventuring area, so keep that in mind. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually equip an undead deck, because there's a lot of undead here. Alright, so we're looking for Min. If there's stairs, that usually means we're climbing stairs. Here he is. Alright, shady Mr. Instigator, what do you have to say for yourself? Alright. My bad. Greetings again, friend. I'm sure you have many questions regarding why I've called you here. Yes, I do. It's about Toronto and Kasi. I can certainly tell you that, oh yes. And there's no need of a device to show you the truth. None at all. Well, what's the truth? So he's trying to make us seem similar. We're both strong folk. A new age, a prophetic time. Oh no, you didn't. I knew it. I called it. He's not undead either. You know what? I'm gonna hire a bird to do my dirty work. Yeah, I figured that was coming. Alright, I'm just gonna whap you with my sword, I guess. Hold still. Quit running. You're annoying. There we go. Alright. So, that happened. I guess we'll just... Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. So... guess now we just head back to our doors. That was something. I knew he was shady. I called it. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it,
let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Alright, so we made it to Necropolis Barrens. We got a sparkly blue hand, so we'll go ahead and talk to him. Stay to the path. So he's a little nutty. The path! The path! Alright, so this looks like a nice spooky path, right? And we have a little blue glowy guy showing us where Samuel is, so that's where we're going. We're heading to Samuel. We got some spider webs. You can just click on them and they'll go away. Which, that is a good key indicator though that there'll probably be a spider? We're not. We're not. So it's a pretty quick path to Necropolis Barrens. We can see Samuel here, waiting for us. I'm going to talk to him. Enter. So now that we talked to him, we should be able to just go in. Alright, so now that we've loaded into the Necropolis, we're approached by Samuel. Well, kind of. We're going to talk to him anyway, though. So essentially, he's going to follow us, though. And he's pretty much telling us we need to hurry up. So we can talk to the spirits along the way. Not all of them are going to be nice. Hello. Name? I've never been very bright, but I always knew my name. I don't ask if I can help any of these guys, because they're already dead. And I kind of feel bad about that. So I'm not going to be like, hey, can I help you? And they're going to be like, ah. Ooh, watcher. You were an outlander like me once. What was your name? Lacey. Nice to meet you, Lacey. Alright, so there are traps through here, so just be careful. Run through once they go up, it's easiest. There are undead in here, so prepare for that. Samuel actually will help you fight too. The whole quest is to explore the Necropolis, so that is what we're doing. Ooh, here we go. This looks like a person we need to talk to. I am Nyx, mother of the shadows, reaper of souls, tremble before me, mortals, from my words breathe doom. Mother, huh? I wouldn't have guessed that one. I'm the one who believed the lies of the grave, but the Death Lord has taken the coins from her eyes. We've learned all we can from her. I think we should move on. Alright. Sounds good to me. Moving on. Into the darkness. Foggy down here. I think they need a dehumidifier. These caves are confusing. So I just keep heading right, if you're wondering. So I just follow the walls to the right at all times. That way, if nothing else, I just come in a full circle. So I'm still staying right. So there's a dead end. Keep to the right. It works for me for the most part for exploring. Not always, but for the most... Whoop, that's a web. For the most part, staying to the right works out okay. Small brown spider. I don't really feel like fighting all these. We can. They might make us. Watch me anger an entire horde of spiders. Because it seems like a great idea, right? Let's try this again. Anger all the spiders. Alright, so you guys will bear witness to a first ever, and this breaks my heart, but we are not going to skin all of these. We have quests that need to be finished. put our swords away. Let's turn off our fire. Nervous, guys. Makes me kind of nervous. Alright. I am the guardian of the dead. I am the keeper of those spirits whose burdens hold them to this world. Number of dead coming here almost stopped. Their destiny is uncertain? Undead rising from the north. Ah, because the undead are... Makes sense. So now we have to explore the ruins of Midas. Okay. We can do that. We go past here, just... Light. Nope. Denied. Alright, so how do we explore... Do you know how to get to Midas? It is a place full of war and fury. I have heard outlanders hunt each other there as well. If you wish not to brave the upper ruins, there are also paths through the underworld that lead that way as well, but they have their own danger. Regardless, I shall meet you in the chambers underneath Midas. So we have to go to Midas without him, pretty much. Alright, so let's see if we can make our way there. Okay, so he said we can get to it through the tunnels, or just go there, which is what I'm leaning towards right now, because the only thing we found was like a drop down. Broken wall, yeah, that's helpful. This feels like it's gonna be a bad idea. Let's try it anyway. Alright. Well, would you look at that? So apparently, you are supposed to go down the hole. Midas Ruins. So this is a PvP zone. There's a couple things to keep in mind with that. You will be tagged PvP when you go in here. Because this is a quest, I believe that they remove the tag for you, unless you engage in fighting. With that being said, if you do get a PvP tag that you can't get rid of, you have to go to the Oracle to have it removed. Alright, so now that we're in Midas Ruins, we have to explore the ruins. And this was probably the most frustrating part of this quest for me. Thanks to the able help of the translator, it tells you have to explore the Midas Ruins. But it says that you have to try to find something that would shed some light on what is causing the undead to avoid their rest. So it doesn't tell you what you're looking for. It sticks you in a big area and says, good luck. So it was really frustrating to me, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what you need to do. And what you're looking for is a mysterious crypt door. So with my normal philosophy, sticking to the right, come out of Necropolis, take this little beaten path here, up to the top of the hill. You're going to see these stairs on your left. So go ahead and take these stairs up to your left. There's going to be kobolds. There's also going to be golems, obsidian golems, so be careful. You jump through this. This is supposed to be private? There's not supposed to be other people here. So you're going to see this light, and this is what you're going to need to get to, is this light right here. Because this is where this door is, and this is where you need to go in. It's really not that far, but it's easy. It's super, super easy to get turned around in there. So you just gotta be careful. And so now we enter a long forgotten crypt. And that's where I'm going to call this episode, guys. We are now in the crypt. And we will see you guys and explore this crypt in the next episode. Until then.